Hi, good morning. It's another day. So, got out here with Chance going for a morning walk. Hopefully no police fuck with this. He's really happy. Are you happy? Happy? Huh? No? Yeah. I was looking up for birds. I just wanted to give a little, maybe walk a little tour here of the front yard. All right. Hey. No. See, he does that. No. No. Just grab him, grab his collar. Eventually he'll relax. Yeah, safe. So yeah, we got the rosemary's blooming. And this one's really blooming here. Ooh, look at that one. Excuse me. Excuse me. No. No. No biting. Go and look at the California fuchsias coming out nicely here. Amongst the rocks. I don't know why it's so blurry. There we go. Ooh. And then, you know, the African bulbs are blooming, the Watsonias. I don't know if you can see back there the orange of the trumpet vine on the fence. I need to cut that back. It's getting close, too close to the roof. I want it like, no, hey, get that out of your mouth. Get. He's not gonna let me do this morning. All right, you're not gonna listen to that, huh? Here, just a minute. Come here. No. No. The leash? Huh? Bite it? Bite it? Good. All right. Sorry. I think that stopped him, huh? Anyway, look at this false heather is blooming. Real pretty. It's a real soft. It's a real soft bush. And then next to it I have a real heather, which, see there, it used to be more of a bush, but my sister cut it like a tree. I don't know why. I wanted it to be like a column. Because there used to be another one on the other side, but it died. And so I just planted other things. Sword ferns and succulents and red fountain grass and aloes and bulbs, and there's a couple little other things in here that you can't see because of the naked ladies are all coming up. Oh, this is one of my favorite winter flowers, the Coreops daisy. You might have this in your yard, but a bigger version of it. Real pretty. Look at those tiny little flowers. See, they're like smaller than your finger. And that's mostly the front yard. I really like these succulents. See the yellow? I like yellow. But they bloom just, see, there's some more of it over here. And there's the rosemary blooming. See? More of that African bulb. It's really hardy. Got some hollyhock. And yeah, these are real pretty. There's an orange one over there, but you know, come on, hey, stop pulling. No, stop rolling in poop. Jesus Christ. There's a sticks on fire, Euphorbia senecio. Oh well. Iris, I like iris. I got lots of iris everywhere. And then we have this old wheelbarrow. I turned it into a pot. I drilled some holes in the bottom of it. I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, see the hole? I put 2 holes in the bottom of it there. I took the wheel off of it, or the tire. And I planted it with, little pretty flowers. Some snapdragons, some pansies. I regretted putting this tropical Schleppia, or tropical milkweed. All right, come on. Because tropical milkweed, doesn't go dormant like the native white milkweeds do. So it doesn't. It's not good for the migration patterns, because especially if we have an overly warm winter, they won't migrate, and the migration is part of the reproductive process. Butterflies. My neighbor here has some real pretty elm trees. I'll get a bigger view of it. They're really mature. They were planted about the same year I planted my sycamore in the backyard, about 2009. 2008, 2009. It's my Obama tree. Yeah, so here's the elm trees. They're real pretty. They're completely blocking the street light, but that's all right. Who cares? I suggested he cut it away from the house. They haven't listened yet. Ooh. And then there's this big lemon-scented eucalyptus that really took a beating in those windstorms we had. But Shrek, this is the Shrek house, what we call the murder house. But I don't know if you heard about that a few years back. Look it up. Here's another view of that tree. It's massive, just massive. And unlike most eucalyptus, these are, the bark is very smooth, and they don't have a lot of, they just shed once a year. Sheds once a year. And then my favorite, the Mexican fan palms. I hate Mexican fan palms because they're just so weedy. They're so aggressive. It's just, you plant one of them and 16 of them pop up. I guess true. They're true to their name. But it's a weed, not native. A better palm tree are these queen palms. You see over there, there's a whole cluster of them. That house has a bunch of them, a couple in the front yard. Queen palms are really nice palm trees. Semi self-cleaning. So, eventually the fronds will fall off, but a trimming once a year is nice on them. I mean, I would also, like they've done here, I would trim the flower spikes off after they bloom. Because fruits are everywhere, and they're edible, but and they're actually native to, they're related to coconut palms. Yeah, so that's the morning jazz here. Neighbors are getting a new roof done. Maybe we'll, if he'll let me. As long as he doesn't roll and poop again. He rolled in some poop yesterday and just Smelled like, ugh, disgust. I came home and patted him. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, buddy. He likes to roll and poop. I don't know why. It's a shame. This house used to have real pretty birch trees. There's like 4 of them, but there's only 1 left. There was 1 right there, 1 over there. But, you know, birch trees, which are pretty, very pretty, with the white bark and the weeping, but they're not drought friendly. See how they cut the leader off? It's not going to grow back. It's just going to keep dying. It's best to cut just all the way down. Just take the whole leader out and let a new one take over. Yeah. So, you know, whatever. We'll try not to get harassed by the police today. See what happens. You know, I don't know. I mean, you tell me, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, what's more harmless than walking a dog? And you can see how aggressive he is. I mean, he's just a killer junkyard dog. Right, Chance? Huh? Chance? Hey. Hi. So, he had fun yesterday after the police. He went and we visited a friend of his. There's this one house on Rice Road, closer to Woodland, that they have this really old 14-year-old shepherd dog that he likes to visit with. And then there's a lady across the street who used to be a realtor. She actually sold my parents' house to them. She's real sweet, Nikki. And, you know, he likes to visit with her. You know what's really going off right this time of year are the camellia bushes. If a couple houses here or there that have a north-facing front have a actually it's south-facing have a camellia bush. I have 2 in my backyard, but they're so tiny. Like, I planted them as 1-gallons, and you know, camellias just take so long to grow. They're just very slow. But once they get nice and matured and start blooming, they're real pretty. See here, here's the queen palm again. Pretty, nice. And you got some of the, over there you got some of the smaller pygmy date. Maybe I'll do it. They don't trim those. They're left completely untrimmed. I like my pygmy date palms nice and kept. You know, I don't like any brown fronds, yellow fronds. I kind of open them up a little bit when I trim them twice a year. And I would like to get some of the older leaf petioles off of the trunk to make them, you know, like this one is. Make it smooth down below and then up where the crown is. You see where the petioles are up there? That little, looks like a kind of a pineapple. I guess some people say they look like pineapples. I do have queen palm at my house too. See, there's a flower up there. See that little yellow? The flowers are real pretty. The bees like them. But it's the fruits. And then the other thing with the fruits is animals like to eat them. Rats, possums, raccoons, and you know, it just attracts vermin to the house where you don't want vermin. You don't want them making a home in the this one's really cool. So there's this usually this is like a variegated bush, but this one's a green. It's called Euryonymus. I think you see all the flowers there. It is so fucking fragrant. It is so fragrant. And the bees love it. Oh, as I'm walking by it right here, it's just Just so fragrant. You know, I kind of wish I had it in my yard. And it seems very drought tolerant either. I've never seen them water it. They never trim it, which they probably should. It's starting to grow a little big. And there's a nice palma. A Phoenix canariensis. He was distracted. He gets so upset when other people are walking their dogs and they don't say hello. Oh, he smells something. Oh, what are you doing? He likes to watch too. He's a big watcher. Likes to watch things. Come on. So here's that Canary Island palm again. These are another one that you want to, well, they do need more trimming than most palms, and they get just massive. Look how big this trunk is. It's massive. And I can get to about 100 feet tall. So, you know, and it's good to cut the flowers off after they bloom. And they sometimes can be very, very susceptible to, you see the yellowing there? That's it's an iron deficiency. It's not the leaves aren't dying, it's iron deficiency. They're very susceptible to it. Canary Islands have a lot of iron in the soil. And you know, the deserts, you know, we're in a desert. And so you can it's I lost my train of thought. Oh, look here. Remember that the bush I just showed you, the green? But here's like what it's normally. This is Euryonymus also. Variegated. It can be yellowish, it can be whitish, it can be more green, it can be more yellow. You know, and it's just a very hardy, fail-safe type of plant. Like the privet over there, that hedge, green hedge, big block hedge. Privets are very, very agreeable in the yard. You know, once they get established, they don't need much water, but respond well to it. Oh, look. So here's some more oak trees, right? The other video I did about the oak trees. But yeah, all right.